Hello, everyone. It is Saturday, January 8th, I believe. No, let's make sure here. It's 7th. It is the 7th, and it is yesterday was my 11 week anniversary of my amputation, and you know, in terms of healing wise, everything's okay. Scars are looking okay. It's been 8 days. It's been 8 days since I've had my prosthetic. And, there's been a little cracking of the skin right where the crease was. The crease is out. However, it still likes to bunch up. And whenever I have the shrinker sock on it at night, it still likes to bunch up. So I engineered that little plastic piece from a Tupperware dish, and it pulls it out pretty well. Basically, when the shrinker sock is doing this, so whenever I take a shower, it's best when you're an amputee to shower at night. So when all the dermis basically flows back into your limb, it's going to basically widen it. So you can get it back in your prosthetic, however, it's extremely painful, it's not going to fit in properly, and it's going to be maybe uncomfortable for about a half hour, 40 minutes. So, you can do it, it's going to be a pain. So, whenever I'm showering at night, I completely lost my whole train of thought there. Whenever you're showering at night, make sure you clean it, and your limb that is, and make sure you have your... I haven't really bust out the second silicone sleeve that goes on the bottom of your limb. So I haven't really busted that out. I'm still kind of, washing the same silicone sleeve over and over, which is fine. I mean, if I'm in a pinch or whatever, it's nice to have that. However, I've been home pretty much every single day. So I've been using the same silicone sleeve for now. And everything looks good on the limb. Like I said, the creases come out. I just have to make sure I get that plastic piece in, because the limb, muscle-wise on the bottom, is still a little uneven. However, as days go on, 8th day, I've been noticing the the limb is definitely taking shape. It's taking shape of that, nice little round circumference that you like, and the bone, if anything else, I have noticed is showing a heck of a lot more prevalent. I am wearing 2 socks on. They're very small, very thin, 2 layers of socks, and ever since the 8th day, and I'm fitting it rather well, which has been helping with the pressure points. What I can say within 8 days is that there's so many pressure points that develop since the limb's shrinking and it's changing so much. Like just a couple days ago, what was it, Friday? It's Friday or Thursday. He took out all the pressure points and it felt great. Walked out of there. Gosh, the next 2 days were absolute bliss. And then right around the 3rd day, which was yesterday? It was yesterday and today, I've developed more pressure points. It's because the bone, which he told us this would happen, the bone is actually showing at the top of the limb, and it's actually got a nice little groove in, and the majority of the muscle and whatnot is slowly deteriorating because I'm not using them anymore, because I'm basically standing on my calf muscle. Basically, the discomforts are basically within that leg portion that's hitting the bottom, and on the sides of it, so he's going to have to adjust that, but hopefully I can get it on Monday. And it takes time. It takes patience. My God, I mean, I felt great. I was walking around for the, 2 days that he adjusted it, did a phenomenal job, and then now within the weekend, it's basically, it hurts. When you stand up, I'm getting basically on the left side of the bone, it's just pressure, and the socks are helping. However, it's painful. It's nothing too extraordinary. And however, if I did show, pressure points and whatnot on my skin, and if they were showing sores, I would stop wearing the prosthetic until I could get it fixed. But, no sores, just a little bit of redness from the pressure, which is to be expected. But nothing earth-shattering. I mean, as long as you take care of your limb, you wash it, you take care of your prosthetic, the silicone sleeves, as long as you do all that mess, you're gonna be okay. I've been wearing my silicone sleeve every day, and then basically we got some ivory soap bars. I'm gonna be looking for the liquid stuff, and you wash your silicone sleeve out every 7 days, and then after that you get some rubbing alcohol, and then you just rub it. Just make sure that you get that weekly crud all of it. So it's just, it's a learning curve, walking on it. It's since, the prosthetic, and don't get me wrong, they have prosthetics now that move with you. However, just, I didn't want those just due to the fact of the matter that your activity is a lot more limited. But however, you're working with a foot that's basically like this, and then you just have to figure out how to maneuver it so it does the same walking motion that you and I are used to. So it's got its challenges, and every single day that you wear it, it becomes less and less. Basically, I've been walking the short amounts that I have. Every day's been getting better. I've been basically learning how to walk with it, so whenever I'll put it on, I really not even have to think about it now, and I'm just walking in the notion that it's supposed to go. So it's getting better. Like I said, it's just painful. Not to the point where I'm not walking, but it's just, you feel it, and just work with your prosthetist if that's happening to you, and just make sure he's aware about it, because prosthesis should not hurt. But as you're learning, as your limbs forming, it's going to change. And when you change, whatever he fixed a couple days ago may not work for you. And until your limb finally settles down and just doesn't shrink, it's gonna be challenging. So the first couple weeks to months are gonna be just the most, I would say, discomfort. When I take off the limb, since I've been wearing it periodically, and then taking it off, and then waiting for a couple hours, the nights that I've been sleeping have been a little restless. It hasn't been to the point where I haven't been able to get sleep, but you feel it. Some of the phantom pain that I was experiencing before that went away are coming back in terms of the toe crushing, the toes crossing. That's been coming back. However, it hasn't been to the point where I haven't lost sleep. And the majority of the phantom pain, like the buzzing and what have you, that portion has gone away, and however been replaced with a whole bunch of different phantom pain that I experienced in the beginning. And it's not as prevalent. I mean, honestly, when I've been wearing the foot, some people experience a half phantom pain while they're wearing it. However, in my case, whatever phantom pain that I was experiencing before with the buzzing has gone away. Whenever I'm wearing it, after now I've gotten used to it for the 8th day, it's just basically your limbs in it, and it just feels like the suction hasn't felt as great now. Since the limb's been going through changes, it's adapting to whatever you're throwing at it. So that's why you're getting all those changes. So, but that's it. I'm going to leave it at that. Have any comments, go ahead and put them below. If you want to subscribe to our channel, go ahead and hit that button in the lower right hand corner. And of course, if you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And until then, everyone have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye.